Okay, Mr. Albers, in your presentation this morning, you made the point that to develop bioproducts, you need a strong basic industry, and yours is the wood products industry. So would you like to elaborate on that, how that strong industry allows you to develop bioproducts?
Sure, Mark. I guess my presentation this morning, I talked about the strength of our solid wood products, really our lumber side. That's our primary focus of our company. Well, the outputs from that side are really the feedstock to any downstream conversion. Traditionally, we've been converting into paper, pulp paper products. Now we're looking at even some other opportunities downstream. So in order for us to have that feedstock, we need to have an opportunity to utilize it in bioproducts. Unfortunately, we can see a secular decline in the printing and writing grades, which is really what a lot of our pulp products have gone into. So we have to think about what are our opportunities to utilize that feedstock. So they're kind of codependent. You have to have the feedstock for bioproducts, and then you have to have an outlet for the feedstock to keep the primary industry healthy.
Now, I understand you're using a lot of your bioproducts or your feedstocks for energy generation as well, too. Tell us about that.
Sure. One of the first uses for our residuals coming out of our sawmills is to generate energy. It's a fairly well recognized adaptation of utilizing that product. Opportunities to create thermal energy for drying lumber have been there and well adopted and well demonstrated at a lot of our sawmill sites. Pulp mills have traditionally had their own internal generation of electricity through consuming biomass and recovery boilers if they're a craft mill. And then we've recently embarked on some independent power projects that utilized excess residuals from the sawmills to generate electricity.
Now tell us about the lignin extraction plant. How is that going, and can you give us an idea what the timeline is for that?
Yeah, the lignin extraction is kind of one of our newest ventures that we're working with support of FP Innovations. We got approval from IFIT funding and SDTC as well as the Alberta government to embark on this project, and it's been very interesting. We've gone through the phase of building and constructing the project, and now we're kind of right at the cusp of startup. So we've ran water through the plant. We're convinced that the technology for moving water around is there. The controls are there. So now we shortly, probably in the first quarter of this year, we'll be adding liquor to the plant so we can extract lignin, and our first customer is ourselves. We're going to utilize it in our plywood plants.
Do you see any outside potential for marketing the lignin products as well? And are you developing any applications for that?
Sure, we definitely see some opportunities external to our internal application on plywood. We've been working with lots of different partners to try to evaluate those opportunities. Our own consumption will be in the range of 10 to 20% of the output of the plant, so we certainly need to have some outlets for our lignin as we go down the path of processing. We feel that it's a long time. There's quite a number of iterations that have to go through in order to get that product to the marketplace. So we're working with partners to try to develop applications, and I'm definitely convinced there's a future for lignin, and we'll hopefully discover some good market outlets in the near future.
Thank you very much, sir.